also tonight, this is an issue that we talk about a lot. What do you tell your out-of-town friends and family members that want to visit San Francisco? First, you tell them the truth. The car break-ins, this problem now is historically bad. Every day, we hear stories of visitors and locals like us getting ripped off. And it's not just anecdotal. SFPD has its own stats to back this up. In September, police received more than 14,000 reports of car burglaries and break-ins. 14,000. You want to do the math on that? That's 50 reports a day. And those are just the reports. A lot of them just don't get reported. When you compare that with last year, car burglaries and break-ins are up 25%. So here we go. Vigilantes to the rescue. The cops are overwhelmed. We know that. So several San Franciscans found a creative way and are now helping victims. NBC's Damian Trujillo has the exclusive story.
It's hard to find a parking spot in San Francisco without shattered glass around it. At the Land's End lookout, those shards of glass help explain the signs, warning people about the near daily car break-ins. Mark Dietrich decided to start posting the crimes on the Nextdoor app a year ago. The post caught the attention of people from other networks who joined in the effort and started sharing suitcase descriptions from victims and posting what they're calling luggage dumps, like this one in the Richmond district. Piles where thieves ditch items they don't think they can fence. One of Dietrich's most recent posts came this weekend. He shared details of the things taken from a car rented by the Roth family who are visiting from Kentucky. Thieves made off with passports, a few valuables, and one treasured Army backpack. It's a pack one member of the family used while serving 2 Army tours in the Middle East. Just a short time later, a woman named Danielle found the luggage dump and went straight to the internet.
So I took a picture, and when I got to my car, I uploaded it to Nextdoor, knowing that right now we have to kind of community organize around this sort of thing because San Francisco's having a tough time keeping up.
Sure enough, she had found the Roth family's bag and connected with the Roth family, who were incredibly grateful to get the treasured backpack.
You know, even though we experienced some of the darkness of what's going on in San Francisco right now, we also experienced the light.
In San Francisco, Damian Trujillo, NBC Bay Area News.
All right, we are joined by one of those neighbors Damian just mentioned. Let's bring in Mark Dietrich, who lives in the Richmond district. Mark, nice to have you on the program. So let me get this straight. I had some questions all lined up for you, but did this just happen tonight? Another incident just happened today?
Yeah, I thought you'd ask me how frequently this happens. And, an hour ago, a neighbor messaged me and said, I found another bag. Can you help me get it back to its owner? And the bag is right here. And so we're going to try to figure out how to get it back to whoever it was stolen from. And if we can't, we'll take it to the police department.
Okay, Mark, here's the million-dollar question. You live in the Richmond district. Why is all the luggage, or so many items and pieces of luggage, being dumped in your specific neighborhood? This is a big city.
Yeah, well, that's a good question. A lot of the hot spots are, in the marina, the Palace of Fine Arts, the Fisherman's Wharf. And if you need to make a fast getaway, you jump onto the Golden Gate Bridge and take the freeway into the closest neighborhood that you get off is the Richmond district on Park Presidio. And you dump right into our neighborhood. You find a dark spot under a tree or in a parking lot, and you can dump the luggage. So we find it. My neighbors and I just walking our dogs, walking around our neighborhood. There's another one. There's another one. We find it all the time.
Well, what you guys are doing is really commendable. It's pretty cool just listening to your story. What's the response now? You call someone or text them or email them and say, hey, I found your stolen luggage. What do they tell you?
No, they always have the exact same story. Yep, my car was broken into. Our car was broken into at Fisherman's Wharf, at Land's End, at all the hot spots. And so they're really, really excited to get it back. And it's not about getting back, your toothbrush or your sweatpants. In most of these cases, and I personally have gotten at least 30, tourist groups back their luggage. It's about those irreplaceable items. It's the school notebook. It's your favorite T-shirt, jewelry that a deceased parent gave to you, a hard drive filled with, years worth of, schoolwork or work. And in this case, it was an Army backpack that had served 2 tours. And I quipped that, hey, the backpack did 2 tours in the Middle East, but it couldn't survive the crime in San Francisco.
You know what? We kind of chuckle about it, but really, this is a serious question. I mean, you're doing such good stuff here. Do you still love living in San Francisco? It's getting challenging.
Oh, absolutely. And so, so many of us, who live in the city, we do ask, why do we live here? But we absolutely, a lot of us have lived here a long time. This is our neighborhood. And these people come to our city, our neighborhoods on their vacation. And this is how we treat them. So this is the least we can do as neighbors. So when I started doing this and finding it, and then other neighbors started popping up on social media, I do it too. It gave me at least, it gives me some hope.
Really quick message to Mayor Breed or Chesa Boudin, the district attorney. If you had a one-on-one with them, what would you tell
them? So there was a police officer right next to where this happened, just around the corner, where this happened on Saturday. And I asked the police officer, I said, if you had a magic wand and you could do one thing to stop this, what would it be? And he just said, consequences.
Yeah, it's a deep issue in San Francisco. Mark Dietrich, thanks for your time and thanks for your efforts. Again, let me see the bag. Maybe the person's watching right now.
There you go. It's got a little rainbow ribbon on it.
All right, Mark Dietrich, nice work out there in the Richmond district. Thanks for your time tonight. Let's move on. Also in San Francisco, and this is